Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Take it at the 37. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Second and 6. His throw incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Juke. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself, is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 8 yards out. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. This one swung out to Montgomery. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 2nd down now, Milner. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one too low. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Milner, and he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Working with a 2nd and 3. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackled at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, and Anderson's got it. Down he goes at the 23 and pick up a 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Milner, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Mahomes. Caught by Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Mahomes again. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick six in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass. Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chase Claypool, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the lock.
That's caught at the 25. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the third quarter so we can coast home in the fourth. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Mahomes toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now the ball comes loose.
The running back, the ball carrier, fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Milner, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Rams
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Milner, and he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams just continue to roll.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 27, Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 16. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Montgomery.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen.
And this is caught by Wilson. Chiefs touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Second and 11. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. On third down, Milner calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Mahomes now on 1st down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And again, it's Mahomes. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. A 10-play drive that time. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
George Karlaftis on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
'em
On second down, Milner. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Milner. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now first down.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for L.A., hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.